Okay, it looks like we're finally back. Let me just switch down the audio a bit. Considering this is a live stream and YouTube does put a whole lot of amplification on the audio, it would appear. I think that'll do. So yeah, it's been a while, and I think it's time to return to the world of Tamriel with an old classic, a game I haven't actually finished. And that is, as you can probably see here, Oblivion. Now this is more of a test. Trying to see if I can set up everything. So I probably should have done that before actually going live, but I forgot. I actually wanted to start earlier, like an hour ago, but actually 2 hours ago. But then I didn't manage to because for some reason I got an error page on YouTube live streaming. And no, I am not feeling like going to Twitch. So I said, you know what, screw it, we'll do it later then. With that being said, let me just go into YouTube on the phone, because otherwise I'll have trouble with the live chat. Not that I expect to have any viewers right now, but we might as well. Also, the game will crash as soon as I tap out, so I can't actually do anything else after starting Oblivion. So that's another reason. And it does resize everything, so it's kind of weird. Don't ask. It's weird, okay? Fine, my phone doesn't want to do as I want it to. Actually, now it does. Okay, let's close that. We do not want the video I've just been watching here. So let me just open my own live stream. Wonderful. Well, not the live stream, that is. Switch off the sound there. Okay, now I'm not sure how that will look. We seem to have 2 viewers, so welcome one other viewer, I don't know. Okay, now we're not going to continue the game, we're going to make a new game and see if things work. I don't know if this will crash the game, if this will do anything else unplanned, so let's just dive right in and return to Tamriel, into the very heart, not quite the heart, but probably somewhere in the outer areas, I think this is the prison, of the Imperial City. We do want to start a new game, yes. So apparently no one has escaped from the Imperial prison in over 40 years, since the days of Yaga Tharn and the Imperial Simulacrum.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I absolutely love it as well. Also, hello Dia and Boyadov. It's been a while. And now for something much less epic. Oh my god. Okay, so the first changes here from the... actually, this looks a lot like the Emperor. I'm not going to be an Imperial. What else do we have? No. 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 Let's go with Argonian, just because I think they look least silly. Alright, let's just be an Argonian. And we can also be a Breton. Or Dark Elf. I usually go with Dark Elf, but let's go with Argonian this time. Because screw it, why not? So we can breathe water, which now has been a permanent effect. So if you remember in Morrowind, Argonians had an effect. They had like a water breathing spell they could use. This time they don't. They have this permanent effect. So as an Argonian you can't drown, which I guess makes sense since I don't think they have a similar quest to Morrowind here, where you would basically be forced to drown in the temple. So let's go with this. Return. Okay, I want my... no. That looks kind of silly. That too. Although I kind of like it. It makes me look like a fish. Let's go with fins. Screw it. Let's make them... let's make them a bit shorter. I think that looks okay. We'll go a bit younger. I think that'll do. That's a bit pale. Now we can become a vampire if we so desire. I think that'll do. I'll try to get a full helmet anyway, so we won't have to look at this too often. We're hardly going to see ourselves from the front anyway, so it's kind of a pointless setting to do in the first place. Which means let's dive right in. Alright, we need a name. We need a name, and in a good old tradition, we're going with number 12. Which also happens to be the name of the Nerevarine. Yes. Okay, and we are in a prison, and we're getting the tutorial. So hooray, tutorials. So it's WASD to move, and shift to run.
It must break your heart, huh? Being so close to the water, knowing you'll never get to swim again. You know, sometimes when they let us in the yard, you can hear the sounds from the lake. The boats, the gulls, so close. No, you'll never get to swim again, Argonian. But don't worry, you'll be dead soon enough. That's right, you're going to die. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Okay, I liked Eve a lot more.
My job right now is to get you to safety. What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
Yeah, what is going on, mate?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
And why am I in here? That's more a general question. Why am I in jail, not in here?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
Well, I think it's kind of... Why would I ask that? I kind of know it's the Emperor, right? When it says on his name tag here. Okay, fine. Who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
I'm currently serving my time in prison, my friend. Okay, fine. What should I do then?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
Great prospects.
Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Are you telling me I could have done that all the time? I could have legged it all the time just by putting a torch or something. Hey there. See ya. Okay, I think, yeah, control is sneaking. A button will be very, very acquainted to. I think R is, yes, R is the outside view, which I don't think serves any real purpose. Okay, I think C is, yes, casting spells. And tab is the menu. We have two spells ready. We have the flare and the healing spell. So it's pretty much like Morrowind, although we don't have to ready spells anymore. If you hit C, it's just casting right away. You can still draw your fists with F. So that is how you ready your weapon.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
Protect yourself.
Protect with what? Okay, Mercy Emperor, there he is.
Captain Renault.
She's dead. Sorry, sire. Have to keep moving.
I think we'll nick her stuff once they've... Nothing useful. Ooh, healing potion, we'll have that. I think I'll take that sword as well. I think I should have set this to auto-run. Okay, so... a few changes from the good old Morrowind we can see right away. First off, the menu, it's this abomination now. We also have a steel short sword, which is terrible. And we gained some destruction skill, hooray. Let's take that meat. Okay, so we have a tutorial and a journal, which is all in the menu as usual. So we have this wonderful tutorial quest thing, and we can go through here. No, we can't actually. Yeah, this is locked, so we'll have to go around here. However, Grace is going to let me starve in here. Okay, let's also try to make use of our magicka as much as possible. Although I believe we'll actually not make too much use of that anyway, because I believe every stat change you gain in here is waived in the end. And you basically start again with a clean slate, which I think kind of sucks. Anyway, there's the bow, so there's another tutorial in here. I have a lockpick. You can never have enough of those. Take the shield. There's a bow. This guy also had some arrows. Wonderful. Some cuirass, some boots, more lockpicks. Okay. We're going to see a new chain, or another chain from here. I think there was also a way to... no. Okay, there was a way to get those, could you solve that? Thank you. Where's that bucket? That one. Oops, I actually wanted to use this. Hehehe. There we go, we hit the bucket. We did not kick it, mind you. You can also now run while you're sneaking, which is lovely. It does, however, not help your chance of staying undetected. Okay, so lockpicking minigame. This is another change from Morrowind. As you remember, in Morrowind, your security skill basically determined your chance of the lockpick going through. In this one, you have a minigame, which means, on the one hand, if you're good at what you're doing, you will not use any lockpicks. If you blow it, you'll blow it. The trick here is quite simple. As you can see, the tumbler goes up fast or it goes up slow. And if you click at the right time, you can basically set that tumbler and it goes on from there. So, yay us. More arrows and more lockpicks, we'll have those. I'm not going to pick up all the cheap weapons. Oh, a goblin shaman. I don't like that. Now, I think goblins in Morrowind were a bit bigger than this. More lockpicks. I'll have those. And we're about to see goblins again. I think we could also pick that lock. There are also lockpicking spells in here. Okay, we'll cast a flame spell at that rat. Over there. Killed it. Lovely. And you know that spells are breaking your stealth. So as soon as you cast a spell, enemies will know where you are. And they're not going to enjoy that too much. Okay, more arrows. Lovely. We could get some heavy armor as well. Speaking of which, the armor I have right now is currently of very little use, thank you. Also, your spells are sorted here, so we have all the spells we'll have. Nice, we'll keep that in store. Those are the powers you have, which we currently don't. Those are basically your healing spells, I think, and those are active effects. So we are completely immune to poison, mostly immune to poison. I think there's no complete immunity, we'll still take some damage from it. We are mostly immune to diseases, and we can breathe underwater forever. Which is kind of cool because it means you can also use that to escape combat. Because I think, for example, spells can't be used underwater. Also, what I completely forgot was to equip all the armor we got. So we'll use this, and that, and that. I don't think we'll need all this sackcloth stuff. No, just drop it, would you? Not to drop something, you'll just have to... No, I just want to... Ah, damn it! Okay, that was a way to drop something. I am failing at the most basic task. Well, I can't even drop it here. Could you drop that? Wonderful. And this too. No, I won't drop that. Thank you. I think this is the way we want to go. I won't need those where I'm going. Where am I going though? Oi. Okay. So, there are zombies down here. Hooray. We totally needed those. And we'll stack up with ingredients. Except rat meat. We'll get enough of that. However, I do want to have my health topped up. I think this is the way the blades are going. And we should meet them again in just a moment. By the way, today's stream is not going to be too long because I'll have an early shift tomorrow. Okay, there's a rat over there. Woohoo, I hit it. Any other rats? Not sure. Okay, is that just locked? It's not, so just take all. You also have your stamina as usual. So we're going to get my arrow back. I guess you can't have everything. Hooray! We have been spotted. Ow! I do love the ragdolling though. Though, gotta say, I love it when they just fly all the way through the room when you hit them with the fireball. Well, not all the way if it's a big enough room, but you get the point. Okay, there is something here. It's a tomato. We'll have a tomato. I'm not sure I'd want to eat that stuff, but we'll take it nonetheless. Could get the iron warhammer, but it's very heavy. I mean, it's a warhammer, so go figure. Something that has drastically changed from Morrowind is the skill system. We still have the same attributes, which still have the same influence on things. But as you can see, the skills have been drastically reduced. Well, at least in terms of weapons. We only have two kinds of weapon here. Those, well, three with bows. Those being blades and blunt. So axes and clubs and whatnot all go into blunt. I wouldn't really want a blunt axe though, anyway. And blades are all the blades, so daggers and swords all the same. The rest has mostly not been changed. There's also a blocking skill, which was there before. However, this time actually blocking is an active thing. So you have to block an attack. As opposed to you just being there and blocking taking effect passively. Which is, I think it's nice, they gave you more agency over things. On the other hand, I think it's turning things a bit too, well, not too, but I think it bears the risk of just moving stuff towards a pure skill-based or player skill-based thing. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you let the game decide whether or not you block, and actual blocking a skill does the blocking for you, then you as a player don't really have to get better over time. Or if it's just not your thing, if you just suck at timing a block, then this is not the best change for you. If you manage to nail it though, and if you're just really talented with it, you're gonna have a much easier time. That's great. I love this. I so love it. We'll not take that. Although we could probably sell that stuff. Quite sure we're going to meet some goblins here as well, and I'm not looking forward to that. In the slightest. My sneak skill keeps increasing, which means there are things over here. The sneak skill only increases if you actually... if there is something that does not notice you. I.e. a rat. Or just something. There's a ruby. Silver goblet. We don't want that. It's very cheap silver they have in here. I don't know why. Okay, let's stock up on alchemy. And those here are the signs of goblins. Okay, ignore the Discord sound there. Go by holding a number key, that was it. Okay, so let's do that actually. Also equip the shield. So we want this on my number key. And we want this on number key 3 actually. And this guy on 2. And I guess we'll go with 4 for the flare and 5 for the healing spell. Mushrooms. Well, those are sound traps. I know in Skyrim those used to be sound traps. Well, not sound traps, but those were basically to alert enemies of your presence. Okay, there's something nearby. I do not know what, and I don't like it. Hand scythe, entirely useless to us right now. I'll say right now. Do I want to sneak past it? Also, thanks game for tutorializing sneaking now. Where's that goblin? Some fancy things I want. It's only one as well. Ooh, also those. And we found some alchemy stuff. Lovely. Did you have any? You have lockpicks. Nice. Rat. Why not? Yes. Okay, now unlike in Morrowind, where you could only make harmful potions for yourself, they actually introduced poisons in Oblivion. The big question is, how do you make them? And this is where I think the great drawbacks of the menu kick in. This bit here, the miscellaneous section, is going to increase drastically. It's going to house all your books, your keys, your random things, your repair items, and this means this is going to be huge. And I think the repair hammers are going to be way down there somewhere, which is kind of annoying to me. So yeah, those green things here are poisons, which we can use to, well, poison our weapon. Do that actually. So this will make our weapon deal poison damage. If I want to go into alchemy, we'll do this. Then we can add ingredients, so I can make a restore health potion. Now right now, yes, we combine ingredients with the same effect. So if we take, for example, the rat meat and the malt flesh, the game will handily filter out things that have the same effect. We can create a poison. If we create something that's actually useful to us, like let's just make some poisons, because screw it, why not? So there's alchemy. Okay, and this is kind of weird, because I'm playing with all the random mods installed, like everything from the Game of the Year edition. This is the point when I get a kind of a quest dump or a plot dump. Well, not quite plot dump, but a quest dump. Because I think all the, no, not all of them, but most of the optional side quests. Also, I think there's a trap over there. I think I haven't increased my blade skill at all, which is something I do want to do at some point. Bear pelt, yeah, we'll take it. It's valuable. We can sell it easily. Okay. I kind of miss how traps were disabled with security skill as well. It was a nice way to level it up. Although I think for some reason they seem to have forgotten about making traps actually trigger when you fail the safety check or the security check. We'll take all of that, thank you. Okay, and in this case I think we can just activate this trap. We can push those. Yes, wonderful. Now this is, I think this is kind of cool. My arrow. Oh, not my arrow. Actually, goblin arrows. Luckily, arrows are kind of standardized. And mostly weightless, I think. Actually, they're not. Pick another lock, get more lockpicks, which are luckily completely weightless. Should probably save the game at some point. Oh shit. Okay, we have blocked this one. Let's get another poison going. There's no point in keeping those around. Right now, anything any potion we build is not going to be very strong. Okay, that's a lot of goblins. I can also poison my arrows if I want to. Although I guess it would be more efficient to just like pour that poison into your quiver and let it do the work there. Okay, nobody noticed that. Lovely. We could just sneak around them as well. But I feel getting the experience is going to be worth it. Actually, it's not, because as I said, it's going to be waived in the end. So everything is going to be taken away after this. Well, we keep the inventory, we keep everything we gained here. Very nice shot, if I do say so myself. I actually just know I'm very bad at shooting moving targets. But it's nice practice. I'm not that close to death yet. But game, you do have a point there. So there's a Goblin Witch, which has a Petty Soul Gem, a Ruby, and I think we can also nick that staff. It's kind of valuable, so we'll take it. Ooh, very nice. We have found a Repair Hammer. Now this is basically the Armorer skill. The addition of actual craft skills has not happened until Morrowind, unless you count mods. So you cannot craft anything just yet. Crafting is relegated to you lugging stuff to a craftsman who will do this for you, and I think this will be, or this won't be happening until much later in the game. Now I know you can make a few things, or you can kind of craft a few things, you can get a few things and have them made for you. Some very powerful weapons as well. I have played this a fair bit before I went into streaming. So, yeah. We're getting better at things. Just for the record, let's look at our skills for now. As you can see, they are very low. We have gained some alchemy. A fair bit of marks. I think we started at 5 with most. What?
No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us.
As you wish, son.
They cannot understand why I trust you.
Well, I can't either.
Not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
I actually don't, but I guess the 9 do.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
Oh, now you're asking me. Okay. So most of those are kind of useful. I think those are permanent bonuses. And last time I think we've played with the Atronak. And I really liked it. It's a very powerful star sign. The ritual, not so much. Having the restore health is kinda nice to have, but it's not that great, and turning undead also never really seems to be that useful to me. Serpent is kinda pointless, in my opinion. I don't like it. This is useful for thieving, assassinating, and whatnot. Kinda pointless. We gain speed very easily anyway. The tower key, while being a nice ability in itself, has 2 disadvantages. First off, it's only once a day, only goes up to average. And while open spells are alteration school spells, which train your skill, this here doesn't. Now this would be useful for carrying around stuff. and being overall tanky. For now, I'm half tempted to go with the Atronach or the Mage. I think the Atronach it is. Gives us more ability for magic. I mean, we'll rely... Actually, no, we won't regenerate magic. Actually, we do. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's actually go with the... let's go with... not the Mage. Actually, I might go with the Mage. Although I think the 50-point bonus to Magicka seems a bit weak. Willpower and Endurance, nice to have, I guess. Oh, the choices, the choices, the choices. I think I'll go with the... yeah, let's go with the Mage, screw it. I mean, the Apprentice is also nice, it's a good bonus. And it's a permanent one, so I don't have to worry about reapplying it. It's also a very weird question. Are you sure you want to be born under this? I think when you're born is one of the few things you can't really choose, but yeah, I guess that's fine.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your stars are not mine. Today the Mage shall light your way on the paths of glory.
Can you see my fate?
Dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
I haven't promised anything, but aren't you afraid to die? I hear it's quite painful.
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
And where are we going exactly?
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
You may as well make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close.
Well, thank you. Who are the Blades?
We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this.
You suck.
Although I admit, things are not going according to plan.
Who is your receptor over there?
To make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
Now weird question. What if the Emperor had said, you know what, I'll stick this out in my throne room. Just, you know, sit in there until things pass by. What would have happened then? Don't worry, the Emperor is immortal until in just a few moments. We haven't learned blocking yet. Actually, well, we have learned how to do it, but I haven't actually done it. So yeah, right click is basically blocking. Well, duh, there's an assassination attempt at him. Of course he's in danger. More potions. Sadly, those ropes aren't worth shit. Ooh. Don't know who dumped those, but we'll take them. Now this is something I don't understand either. Why wouldn't you send the expendable prisoner forth?
The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage?
Worth a try. Let's go.
Yeah, this is so not a trap. Also, why would the Emperor go for... Why would let the Emperor go first, you idiots?
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
Up! For the blades and the Emperor! My sword, motherfucker!
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the...
Kinda bad timing, sire.
Take the amulet. Give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Okay, so I've tried to protect the Emperor.
We failed. I failed. The blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead.
The amulet. Where's the amulet of kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
The Emperor gave it to me.
He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
He says something about a guy named Joffrey. Do you know who that is?
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
Well, I'm asking you.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order.
Okay.
Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
And how do I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers.
The sewers?
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced acrobat. Am I right?
Not quite. Now this is where you choose your class. And as usual... Actually, that wouldn't be too bad. You can pick from any pre-made class, or you can go with a custom class, which is what I usually do. I mean, most of those are kind of fun. We'll do a custom class here. I will specialize in stealth. Yeah, we'll go with stealth. My favorite attributes are going to be... I'm not going to pick luck. We're going to pick strength, because I like carrying stuff around. And we'll go with personality, because I always level it up very, very slow. Okay, my 7 major skills will be... Blade. Destruction, why not? I will go with... let's go with heavy armor. Marksman, obviously. Security. Do I want security? Now armor is kinda useless as a main skill. So we have one that is strength. I think that's strength. It would be nice to see which governing attributes you have here. I think this should be constitution. This would be agility, I think. The really archery is in great deals about strength. Just saying. This would be willpower. We'll also go with sneak. And I'm gonna pick speechcraft. Do I have another one? Let's go with no. I don't want to pick athletics because I think that goes in into strength, and we already have that. I don't want to use blocking. Conjuration is nice. Now which skills to pick? It does make sense to pick light and heavy armor because in many instances I start out with light armor and move over to heavy one as the game progresses, and I can actually use the bloody thing or carry it around. However, I think we're gonna not go with light armor for now. Screw it, we'll go with security. Okay. Do we want to have this? Yeah, we'll go with adventurer. There we go. Yes.
I wasn't far off. In any case,
Well, only alphabetically.
won't give you any trouble.
And after the sewers, then what?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it?
I understand, yes.
The Emperor's trust was well placed.
What will you do?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you.
Okay, and now we're getting all the side quests from the additions. So apparently we can get the infamous horse armor here. Hooray. Continue. We'll also have Dunbarrow Cove. Centuries ago, a great battle took place in Anvil Bay. In the battle, the legendary pirate Thoradin ap Dugal, the captain of the infamous Black Flag, was defeated by the first Count of Anvil. Rumors have been circulating of a hidden underground cavern beneath Castle Anvil. If the rumors are to be believed, then the final resting place of Captain Dugal and his ship have been uncovered. I should investigate those rumors as soon as possible. We'll continue that. I think there are a few more, which we'll get later. Anything else I want from here? I think we actually missed a plot point here. I know. I think it was actually able to possible to steal or to take the sword of this one blade, which died at the start. Not just the short sword. I think she had a blade sword as well, which you could take and actually return here, and you basically get a little rep bonus. Oh, this way. Huh. Also, as I said, I think most of my skills have been reset. So we're now level 1, which is why they have been reset. We have those skills here. I'll have to eventually turn down the Discord. And actually, no, it hasn't. I think it hasn't. Actually gained a bit of it. Okay. Another lockpick. There we go. We'll also save here. We'll go with a new save. Hooray, we opened a door. Why does it always have to be sewers? Oh, now we're getting more. According to a deed that's been delivered to me, in the sewers I might point out, I have inherited a property called Frostcrag Spire from a long-lost relative. I've marked its location on my map. At the next opportunity I should make my way out there and inspect my new acquisition. Now this feels kinda silly. We also have Deep Scorn Hollow. Another message that has been delivered to me into the sewers. I've inherited an underground lair called Deep Scorn Hollow from a long-lost relative. How many of those do I have? It's situated at the southernmost point of Cyrodiil, south of Leia Wynn. I've marked its location on my map, and I should probably look at it at some point. I've actually looked at this in my last... Okay, I've heard a rumor that defenders of a Battlehorn castle are besieged by marauders and appealing for aid. Apparently their commander has been killed, and they're offering the castle itself to anyone who will help lift the siege. I wonder if that commander was my long-lost relative. And of course there is also a talk of an allied city in the sewers, where Maroon's razor is hidden. So, if I search the ruins of Thundercliff Watch in the eastern Nibbin, wherever that is, I may be able to find the Maroon's razor, which I think is the blade of insta-killing. It has a small chance of insta-killing at least. Not a guarantee to do that, mind you. Okay, this barrel here is pointless. Okay, let's get the bow out. Okay, there's a goblin. Now, sadly, there's no way to basically unuse your arrow, or to what is it? What's it actually called? To unnock your arrow. I think that's the word. Do I need flour? Yes, let's take it. What's possibly going, or what could possibly be wrong about taking flour from the sewers of all things? This is the worst place to store food items. Just saying. Oh, nice. I didn't think I'd hit that. Being perfectly honest here, I didn't think I would hit that. Okay, as usual the first levels are the most difficult ones. I think we could go down there as well and fight another goblin. Yeah, that's a goblin. Yeah, screw it. I was hoping I could sneak up on it. Oh, blocking. Now, mind you, I think blocking doesn't actually block all the damage, just a small fraction of it. A very small fraction of it. I don't want to shoot one arrow here. I'll take that back, thank you. Where'd that rat go? There it is. I hope it's not too dark. Let me know if it's too dark. It looks fairly dark in the stream preview. I mean, who's watching this anyway? Is that a door I can open? I can't. That is sealed, and I think this is the way out. Also, magic regeneration has been added here. I think we're finished here. So, unless you play as the Atronach, you will regenerate magicka over time, which is very handy. Okay, so we're out of the sewers here. Okay, and now we're off to Waynon Priory, which is quite a bit away. It's all the way over here. We can also quick travel. I think to anywhere in the Imperial City if we so desire. But since we were ordered to make our way to Wineland Priory, we'll do that straight away. Right after picking some mushrooms, of course. Although something tells me it might be a good idea to actually go into the city first and actually actually gain some skills, take some quests, and just have some overall fun. I mean, right now we are very, very weak, very vulnerable. We're basically nothing. And I don't like that, so let's go into the city. I think the Amulet of Kings can wait. They don't need it right away, right? I don't like that sound. Then again, when I'm level 1, I don't like any sound, really. The game tries to scale with your level, and that's kind of cool. But that still means at level 1, almost everything is going to kick your butt. Should I pay the prison a visit? I don't think I should. There's a few fun things we can do, and I think we'll start in the Imperial City. Now I'll try to join every guild this time, and we'll also try to do every quest line. But I might miss out on a few, so do feel free to point them out to me. I know most of the places, at least most of the quest lines, as I said. Although not necessarily to their entirety. Is there any entrance to the Imperial City? I think there's one over there. Lovely. Don't mind the prison. Also, Bond was very accepting of the idea that the Emperor just gave me that priceless amulet. And that the prisoner didn't just nick it. I think we need to sneak here. Now, as usual, I'll try to run every single step of the way. For various reasons, one of them being that it levels athletics. Which means I think it gives us speed. We'll also level athletics while swimming, and Argonians are incredible swimmers. I'll show you. I think there's a water somewhere here. We'll just sell the a few of the things we've found earlier. Let's go in here. Why not? Now, as usual, not every shop will buy every item.
The best defense.
We can talk about the Greyhawks.
Blasted thief. I hope they string him up when they catch him. He's a slippery one, though. The beggars are his eyes and ears.
Okay, let's trade.
You won't find better prices.
Could buy all those things, which are as everything leveled. So we'll sell that. Yes. Notice his gold doesn't drop, so I can sell him all sorts of things. So why is the short sword here doing the same amount of damage as a long sword, while only being half the weight? You can have a long sword then. Screw that.
A good price for a good customer.
You can have the bear pelt as well, and those rubies.
An excellent bargain.
I'm not sure if that's a bug or not.
Drive a hard.
But this is basically the maximum price he will pay for some items.
That's a good deal.
Depending on how much he likes you, of course.
A pleasure.
I can also talk to him. Okay, in each attempt to persuade, you must admire, boast, joke, and coerce. Okay, yeah, this is, he will love, dislike, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, lovely. Let's try this. Okay, he doesn't seem to mind that too much.
That's enough. That's great. How's it go again? That's a bit excessive, don't you think?
We'll just bribe him.
Don't make me laugh.
Okay, as you've seen there, I suck at the speechcraft thing. And everything is a minigame now. Let's just say I'm gonna spend a lot of money bribing people to do stuff. Okay, do you have anything else I want to sell? Not right now. Okay, so we could get some spells. Let's see. Discount spells is probably right the amount of money I have, so let's go with that. You there.
You don't want the very best. You want cheap. And I got cheap.
You're my salesman, mate.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
I think I could actually do a bound dagger. It's very expensive to me. I mean, right now everything is very expensive. This is useful. Yes, please. Also, almost forgot, we gained a few spells. Because we have the, we have picked Destruction as our main school. We got a Cold Touch spell and a Shocking Touch spell, in addition to the spells we already knew. So, hooray. Let's try this once more. No. Yes. That seems good.
Don't, please. I'm sorry.
He seems happy with that.
Good one. I doubt it. Don't talk
Oops.
such rot. Waste of time.
I should have probably stopped that.
Leave me alone.
That might have been a bad move. I suck at this. Let's try this once more with another random tradesman. You there.
Stonewall sheep.
I wish to rotate.
Where'd you get that? That's good. I doubt it. How nice.
Can I end this? No, I can't. So now I'm stuck in this stupid wheel thing.
Thank you.
No.
Fool you are.
Okay, let's try this again.
That's
Yes.
really funny. I like you too.
Let's rotate this and then use.
Blow away, windbag. I doubt you're good.
Okay, I guess speedcraft is easy. Did I make any net gains in there? The goal is basically to maximize the amount of disposition this guy has towards me. So I think if we go back into this again, as you can see, this is the maximum effect. So I think I want to use. You can see his facial expression change as I move over those. So this is something he really dislikes. This is something he's mildly against. This is, well, then this is something he really likes. So we'll do this.
Where'd you get that? That's good.
And the bigger this wedge thing is, the higher the effect will be. So
I doubt it. What a fool you are.
okay, did I make any gains here? I think this is a good one.
That's good.
We'll want to rotate this, and I think we want to minimize this
Me laugh.
and minimize. Okay, what actually want to use?
I doubt it. You're too kind.
Yeah, I think we've made some gains here. So now he is better disposed towards us. And I could do this with every single NPC if I so desired. But I think we'll go with bribing them. Okay. The question is, where do we find a job or something to steal?
How are you?
There's a few activities we can actually pursue.
I'm so...
Have a coin, beggar.
He's a fairy tale. The Imperial Watch, but of course it's all just...
Okay, we'll also try to skip some dialogue here. And since I'm a cheap person, we'll try to get boasting out of the way. We'll get
I won't
this
touch
in, this in,
No,
and
you do
this.
much honor.
Okay, so let's do this again. I'm not liking this too much. You love this.
Embarrassed, but thank you.
We'll rotate this again.
Not funny, not even a little bit.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
I doubt it.
But my speechcraft increased, hooray. Okay, lovely.
You win this one. What
That's a good
wonderful
bonus. And, oh boy.
You should be ashamed. I doubt it.
So we're back where we started, which is kind of pointless. I think I'll keep bribing them.
Dendar upon you.
Although we do need to do this for the level ups, so
Greetings.
hooray.
Well met. Can I help?
Yeah, tell me about rooms.
I understand Ida of Lenormand enjoys jumping off high things, like buildings.
Why would Ida of Lenormand do that? Is there any water around here? Ooh, mushrooms. No mushrooms. Okay, this is the city isle. This is the way to the palace. Oh, hello, Kristaps Vivars. Let's go with the Green Emperor way. More mushrooms. I also think the animations for the facial animations for slight dislike and slight like are very similar, so easy to be mixed up. Okay, which one is... We could go to the arena, although I don't think we'll have much of a chance in there right now. We are not quite made to be fighters. Temple District, we could go there, or the Arboretum. Waterfront is, I think, where all the... let's go to the Arcane University. I think I'm meant for higher things. I want to enroll and...
Hello there.
Hello there.
Sinner, amateur scholar of the ancient elves, dabbler in the arcane arts. How can I help you?
Could glue your hair properly.
There's something High Devlin Orman? I heard she was climbing up the chapel just so she could jump off.
Okay, we should probably find this person.
Good afternoon.
I wanted to go to the university, so Arboretum it is.
You have my ear, citizen.
Okay, more mushrooms. Lots of those around. And this would be the university, I think. Yes. Now, to be fair, I usually rarely play the persuasion minigame. At some point, you're just so rich you don't really have to care. You just throw money at your problems and that's that. Okay, in we go. Okay, I love those flames. It's a battle mage. Looks kind of cool. So, there's the university. How can I enroll? You there.
I'll pay handsomely if you can procure the items in that list. Find me anything on there, and you'll be well compensated. Good day.
Could we start with a Fine, don't introduce yourself then.
Bye.
So this is Bothiel, the person who contacted us in the sewers.
Welcome.
I wish to join the Mages
If you
Guild.
wish to become a part of the Mages Guild, seek out the head of the local guild halls. They will instruct you further.
That sounds like a lot of walking around.
Let's do business.
He can sell you some very expensive spells. I mean, those are the good ones, open heart locks and stuff like that. Good feather spell. We'll eventually return to him. Okay, which one was the exit? This one? No. Now we can't go any further until we actually joined the bloody guild. So, there's that. I think this well here can be used. No, it can't. I believe there's actually exits to the sewer, or from the sewers, but can't be used to enter the sewers. Can I actually annoy this
Hail, good.
battle mage?
What are you looking for?
Where are the guilds?
There are no guild halls in the city, but the Arcane University is on an island outside.
Okay, we kind of found that.
Go ahead.
Let's do this. That's something he doesn't like. That's something he mildly likes. That's something he really likes. And that's something he hates. Okay, so I guess this is a decent one.
Yeah, I get it. My life is drab and wretched by comparison.
Let's not use any of those.
You can't scare me. What nonsense. All right, I get it. Carry on.
Okay, did we make any gains from there? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think so. Okay, now what are we gonna do? I kinda don't want to go to the main quest without being somewhat decent at least some skills. I'm not sure what would be the best way to actually get those skills up. But I guess we could go to Korra. It seems straightforward enough. So, let's annoy some random strangers. You there.
Salomon Giannet. I'm a musician. I had a commission from the Emperor to compose a symphony.
Okay.
Now, the Emperor dead, everything is at sixes and sevens.
Whatever that means.
We'll see.
Let's play the persuasion game. Okay, you like this, you hate this. Let's do that then.
Adventures. How I envy you.
Doesn't like that. He seems to be okay with that. So, at
Oh, that's
50.
just stupid.
Let's rotate this.
I can't argue with that.
And that, and we're down to 40. Hooray. Rotate that. Get this out of the way.
You've got a point.
I do.
Gracious, what a hero.
Can I just bribe him?
Understand each other perfectly. What a dumb joke.
Yeah, wonderful.
Very good.
Hooray! I think we gained a bit of disposition there. Like 7 points in the end. Would be easier if we could just drop the mini game at any point. Is that the gate I want to go out? I think I do. Now Oblivion, or at least the Imperial City, is very, very fragmented. And it's split into a whole lot of things. Is that the chapel? The one either, well, is something has been trying to climb up. Are you the person trying to climb? No, you're not. Okay, let's just go and find Nofri, who will not be here. Oh, screw it. Let's at least go here and see what we can find. So, with the waterfront. Now we will see some of those places and quests again. Oh well. I think I can show you what I want to show you here. Not yet, though. Let's see. There's some water. As you can see, I'm fairly quick at running. Swimming is kind of faster. Especially at high acrobatics. Now, this is the quick swimming, and this is quick running. And swimming does feel faster for Argonians. Just saying. Come on, let me jump that. You there. Have a coin. And tell me about the Grey Fox. Guess I'll have to play the minigame here. Thieving is actually something I want to get into as quick as possible. You like that.
It's really funny.
You also like that.
Argue with that.
You don't seem to like those. So we'll rotate.
You're full of it. That's a bit excessive.
Okay, so as again, we started at 64. 46, I mean.
How's it go again? I can't argue with that. You're perfect. That's a bit
Okay, so we made 3 points of progress. At least we're learning something, I guess.
That's a bit excessive, don't you think?
Rotate this.
Oh, that's great. That's really too much. You're a big... I won't fight.
Hooray! The number in the center is basically the their attitude towards it. It goes from 0 to 100. Similar to Morrowind, where it was a nice graphic bar.
That's really funny. I can't argue with that.
So we'll rotate.
That's a bit excessive, don't you think?
let's get this out of the way.
You've got a point. That's great. How's it go again?
Oh boy. Okay, is that more positive or more negative? I think that was a positive one.
Can't argue with that. Where'd you get that? I doubt you really mean that.
Okay, again.
I can't argue with that. Don't be silly.
Rotate. Get this in and get that in.
You're full of it.
I think if we do one more. Rotate.
You've got a point.
Rotate.
I like that. A lot. I'm not buying that. Oh, you're pathetic.
Okay, I think he will now. No, he won't. Fine.
How are you?
How do you do?
I think someone will tell me about.
I'm Consular Covincial, and I'm so sick of that Vlanaris.
Who is that Vlanaris? I think if we can get a bagger really, really high in disposition towards us, he will actually tell us about the Grey Fox.
One more. Go ahead.
Did his voice just change? It did. It did, which is another disadvantage of Oblivion. As you remember, in Morrowind, everything was only text, so unless it was something very, very script relevant, not script, story relevant, like something Azura said, or a special greeting from a very special character like Vivek, or for example, the guy in the Moonmoth Fortress. Oh, disposition maxed. Okay, so we can't do the mini wheel thing anymore. I think it's limited by your speechcraft skill and your personality. Do you know what? Screw it, we'll bribe him.
Yes.
I think if we go to 80.
Are you looking for him?
Yes, I want to work with him.
I think I trust you enough to tell you this secret. To learn more about the Grey Fox, go to the Garden of Deriloth at midnight. Look in the waterfront district of the Imperial City. I can say no more.
Okay, so now we can actually wait here. I think this is the Garden of Deriloth. And what's the time? It's 7:24. No, it doesn't have to reach 100. I think there's a certain level at which a person will tell you stuff. So, for example, I think for this Grey Fox bit here, it was 80. 75 or 80. It was one of those. And for many other things, it's less. So many people will go from 50 onwards. Some will go like 60, 70. That's a good good area. Okay, let's save the game here. Also, unlike Oblivion, unlike Morrowind, not Skyrim, we can pretty much have unlimited save games as far as I know. So we're not that limited anymore, and I don't have to wipe them during the live stream. Or before the live stream, so I can save more games. Let's also wait here. Also, something I think that is slightly bugged is the timing. This will add another hour on top of it. So I think it's now 11:55. No, it's not. Well, sometimes it seems to do this. Look at that. There is what's his face? Ambusay. We're gonna meet him a lot. now we're going to stay here and sneak. It should level our sneaking nicely. Leveling works the same as Morrowind, by the way. So you have your main skills and your side skills. And leveling those 10 times in total will mean you will gain a level, in which you get 3 points to distribute. Can I? Yes. So we'll wait for, let's wait for another hour. Okay, there is, oh no, there's one more person coming. Okay, we have heard about a strange doorway that has apparently appeared. I think this is the Shivering Isle expansion, which we are not suited to do right now. We are so not suited to do that. You there?
Do I know you? You say a beggar told you to seek me out? Good enough for me then. The beggars are the eyes and ears of the Grey Fox. He is the king of thieves in Cyrodiil. You could think of him as our guildmaster, although he would deny that title.
I would like to join you.
You don't look very trustworthy. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Seriously? Okay, fine. I think this guy has to go to 60. Those are quite expensive.
Be patient and wait for the others. I need both the Wood Elf and the Argonian before I can begin.
Okay, fine. We'll wait here. Oh, we will. We will. Also, did you just admit to being the Grey Fox? Where's the Wood Elf? She should be coming anytime now. Anytime now. Meritel, I think was her name. But she lives right over here. Methredel. Was close. There's a back door here. Where is she? It's an abandoned track, which I think is not as abandoned as you'd think. Jazz shack. Oh yeah. Red means this is a crime entering. So you don't want to do that necessarily. But it's Methredel. Actually cast some spells if we want to. Now we can see people. Ah, there's Methredel. And I kinda like this effect. I really like it.
I really don't have... Everyone is here. Let's begin. Each of you is seeking membership in the Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild is not a myth. We are followers of the Grey Fox, and I am his loyal. Merely by finding you, you have passed the first test. It's unusual for us to have 3 potential recruits at the same time. Rather than the normal test of skill, I'm going to make this a contest. That's not fair. Methredel, you know you. However, for Amu's sake and the newcomer, let me state them clearly. Whoever brings me the diary of Mantius Electus without killing him, invited to me.
Ha! I'll have it before sunrise.
Somewhere in the Imperial City, the beggars will help you locate it for a price. I can sell you lockpicks if you need them. One more thing. You cannot kill each other during this fight. Maybe thieves, but not murderers.
Well, maybe you are. So,
Maybe he lives in the Elven Garden.
let's find this guy here. We have bribed him already, so he should...
Or anything for you. He lives in the Temple District on...
Okay, Temple District far east side. Let's quick travel there because I'm too lazy to walk through the entire bloody city each time. Well, lovely. Amantius Electus. I think this is the way. Oh, what the hell? Nice, yet still arrows. Cool. I don't know what that was about, but we got something out of it. Hooray! Let's use those. We got a spell book. We got a spell book, which is in here. The Electrifying Spark. I don't want to do that now. It's kinda useless as it is. But we'll take it anyway. Screw it, why not? So... that didn't sound weird at all. So, Amantius Electus. Are you sure that's where I wanted to go? Okay, that's better. I should have probably set this to be my active quest. Now, Mithredel is very quick at this, and she will likely beat us to it. Because she knows the game.
What is it, citizen?
That is, the thieving game. And she probably wasn't annoyed by a conjurer. So, Amantius Electus. Save this. Damn it. There we go. I think she was faster. Ha! Now we got this. And yes, I knew where it was. Let's return to here. Now this is a bit annoying because you usually have to wait the entire day until he's back there. And I really don't like that. By the way, that's a poster for the Grey Fox. Not a poster for him, it's a wanted poster. They're paying quite handsomely to get him, and they've never achieved it. No, seriously, I have to wait. No, I have to wait. Okay, fine, we'll do something else. Now the funny thing about this is that... ooh, no route. The funny thing about this is that... let's actually do the main quest for now. We'll try to get to the Priory, which is somewhere down here. Deliver the amulet. We'll do that. Map, please. Okay, wonderful. So we'll swim all the way and we'll get to Wayne and Priory, and then we'll probably end the stream. It's bloody dark. I mean, it is bloody dark, so there we go. And there's the first athletics skill increase. Just that. Ooh, there's a fire. That's the bridge from the Imperial City. And I might do some speedcraft grinding off camera at some point, if I really feel like doing that, which I currently don't. Plants. Water hyacinth, why not? Always grab all the stuff. Woohoo, we found a way, which is kind of... yeah, it's kind of a city. We found a Walnut Inn, which I think will come in handy later. Okay, so we'll just follow that road. You have to go to a place for at least one time before you can quick travel there. The exception being the Imperial City, I think. Actually, no, I could just quick travel there, but I don't want to. Simply because we're going to miss out on a lot of encounters. I mean, if I really fail at everything here, I will go and just, you know, quick travel there. Right now I feel like doing it the traditional way and getting from point A to point B, well, the old-fashioned way. Okay, so Coral, Bruma, and Cheydinhal. Everything is this way. What's this way then? Apparently nothing. So let's head to Waynon. We'll at least get some athletics in. Also note the upper left, upper right corner where it shows your active effects. I believe we might be in trouble here because if memory serves, there was a ruin on the way to the Waynon Priory. It might have been the Waynon Priory, it might have been something else though. Okay, that's the way. Also, there are horses now, hooray! Horses will allow people to travel a lot faster, at least if they do move.
What do you mean? Emperors have been assassinated before, but this time, I don't know. Farewell, citizen.
Now this is something I didn't like about Skyrim. When you did kill the Emperor, everybody was like, yeah, the Emperor's dead. And that was it. I think I've talked about this in Morrowind, or on the Morrowind livestream as well. It's one of the big shortcomings of those Elder Scrolls games that they never seem to actually finish the bit of story you were supposed to see. Or at least they don't finish the story that you should be seeing. Like in Morrowind you were supposed to drive out the Empire from Vardenfell. Did the Nerevarine do that? Probably not. I mean, we don't know, there's no indication of it here. Who are you? I think you're a bandit. Yes, you were a bandit indeed. Luckily not the smartest. That's not worth stealing. I say stealing, it's more inheriting really. Let's put the detect life spell on 7, no, on 6. Yeah, that'll do. It's a nice way to train mysticism or whatever skill you want to practice. Just buy a spell that is targeting yourself and just keep casting it over and over again. Am I on the right track? Yes. But the problem comes in very soon because I think there was a ruin on the way which you kind of had to cross to travel through. And there was a very tough bandit, at least when I did my last playthrough. On my kind of off-camera game, which I'm probably not going to continue because this is the official number 12 playing Oblivion playthrough, so everything from now on, except maybe some speechcraft grinding, will happen on camera. Just follow that road, right? Now, yes, we could stray off the road and do stuff, but I think it's a bit too dangerous for my taste right now. We're still a level 1 weakling, so I'm not too concerned about that. However, some deer hunting might be fun. We hit one! Hooray! Didn't seem to want to die there. By the way, you can also block with... yeah, that's the ruin I was talking about. You can also block with any weapon, but it will decrease the life of it quite drastically. I want to go through that. Ah, screw it. Let's do it. We have plenty of healing potions. Okay, let's get the fire spell out. Fort Ash. Is that a known route? No, it's not. It is useless. You are dead to me, plant. Dead to me. I don't have any money. Oh, take it from me if you can. Do I have poisons? I should have some poisons here. Let's throw that in. I think a successful block will mean they're stunned for a small time. There we go. That wasn't too hard. I think in my off-camera playthrough he had a two-handed weapon which was kicking my ass. Because those really do hurt. Next thing I want to get is a better healing spell. So yeah, we have planned for quite a lot of expenses. I think we're generating a bit quicker with a weapon sheath. I mean, we probably won't use any money on, not too much at least, on better gear, because that's stuff you usually find. For everything else, we'll definitely want to get some money in. Like spells, you rarely. I mean, you have a small chance of finding spell tomes and whatnot, but they're not exactly plentiful. At least as far as I can see, I haven't found too many of them. And the really good spells are kind of locked behind the very late game. Oh, not very late, but behind the later places and well, characters. Like the guy in the Arcane University who we could buy spells from for a ridiculous price. I think he'll go down with his price over time, as we will certainly gain rank in the Arcane Academy. At least we will do so after we have done all the various quests. Hooray! Also, there are, just like in Morrowind, there are 4 alchemy items. The mortar and pestle, the calcinator, the retort, and something I forgot. I always forget the 4th one. What are you doing there? Riding off into the forest? Which of course do the same as they did in the older games. So they increase you there.
Welcome, good citizen. I'm Brother Pine, and this is Wayne and Priory, a monastery. Can I help you?
You can indeed. You could tell me about Joffrey.
Brother Joffrey? He should be in the Priory house, I think.
Okay. Perfect. Is that the Priory house? I think so. Joffrey. You seem to be Joffrey.
I'm Brother Joffrey. What do you want?
I brought you the Amulet of King. Actually, no. The Emperor sent me to find you.
Emperor Uriel? Do you know something about his death?
I do. I was kind of there when he died.
You'd better explain yourself. Now.
I didn't mean that.
You brought me the Amulet of Kings? This cannot be. Let me see it.
Have it.
The 9. This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death?
I kinda told you already, but there you go.
As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
What did he say when he went close shut the jaws of Oblivion? Are we going to get eaten?
His meaning is unclear to me as well. The Emperor seemed to perceive some threat from the demonic world of Oblivion. The Prince of Destruction, Mehrunes Dagon, is one of the Lords of Oblivion. But the mortal world is protected from the Daedra of Oblivion by magical barriers.
And how can it threaten us then?
Not sure. Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the emperor was aware of.
Well, he asked me to find his son.
I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time he would ask about the child's progress. Now it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives.
And where can I find this son of the Emperor?
His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can.
Okay, let's talk about the Amulet of Kings.
You'll be safest here with me. When you return with Martin, we will figure out our next move.
What about those dragon fires?
The coronation of each new emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires in the Temple of the One. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the emperor. His successor then lights them anew upon ascending to the throne. With Emperor Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries.
Okay, and what about that
I
assistant?
keep a few things here in my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need.
I was hoping you'd say that. Okay, we want that steel bow. Those arrows as well. We'll keep those for sale. We'll sell that. How am I armed? I have greaves. I don't have... Well, I seem to... No, I don't have gloves. Do we have leather gloves? No, I think those are part of the armor now.
Your first priority...
What about the Elder Council?
Elder Council rules in the Emperor's absence by ancient tradition. Chancellor Akato heads the Elder Council and is the closest thing the Empire has to a leader right now. But the blades answer only to the Emperor, of course. We are not an arm of the government.
Okay, I think that's all we need to know.
There's a priest in the chapel of Akatosh in Kvatch. He never knew that he was Uriel Septim's son. You need to find him at once and bring him safely back here.
Okay, great.
Waste no time. You must find Martin before the enemy does.
Okay. Did he give us... Huh. I think you also gain his horse. At least I'm sure we did. You there.
Your first priority...
Where is Kvatch?
Yes, Boris told you right. I am the grand... You wonder to find me here? Discretion.
What about Boris?
One of the youngest blades ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I feel...
Yeah, he kinda does. I mean, it was his one job. It was his one job after all. Also, there are skill books. Which are, as usual, the more expensive books we can find. What's the time? Ooh, we have this robe of reflection, which I still want to sell off. We can't wear robes above our armor anymore. I think I can take the... Let's go to the chapel quickly. I think we can get a horse.
Hi there. I know that you are on an important mission for the blades. Please,
Ah,
if you
perfect.
need a horse, take mine from the Priory stables. Go with Talos' blessings. Do not fail.
Great. So now we have a horse, which is in the Priory stables, which are somewhere over, I think, here.
What is it now?
Ah, there we go. This is the paint horse, which is probably called because it fell into paint. I don't know. And as you can see, this horse is illegal to steal. This one we can take. The difference is subtle, but it's... yeah, this is clearly red. And horse theft is a serious crime in Oblivion. However, we will indulge in that next time, as I do have to go to bed at some point. Because, you know, early shift tomorrow, so I'll be out of bed by 6:20, which is not too much sleep. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's live stream. I did enjoy getting back into streaming and back into the Elder Scrolls. We are going to see a lot more of this in the near future, depending on when my schedule allows it. It might not be this week though, because I will have a very densely packed schedule. Although maybe on Wednesday, I don't know yet though. Actually, I'll have to look at my schedule. It's getting kind of weird. I used to have the same shift the entire week through, so if I knew I had like an early shift week, then it was from 8 to 4:30 p.m. And that was the shift the entire week. Now it's kind of shifting towards, I think I'm starting early and going into late shift over the week. It's weird. I really don't like it. So yeah, I'll see. I'll probably try to announce it on Discord, because as we figured out, first off, it seems to work, which is great. So assuming YouTube doesn't screw me over again, we'll probably see a new live stream. Also, I'll have my birthday this Friday, so I probably won't be around to stream there. And yeah, that's that. I might be around on the weekend, but we'll never know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.